Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. It's the ZoWhat Morning Show. Back in the building. Y'all know how we do. Listen, this year started as if it didn't start in January. It seemed like it started in December. Like, this year is gone. It's over just that quick.
Bro.
You already know, right after Halloween, it's over. It's a wrap.
Holidays get to kicking in and everything moves by.
Everything just flies, man. So the ZoWhat Morning Show is back in the building. You already know how we do. We like to promote black-owned businesses at the beginning of the show. Man, I was doing some moving this weekend, and I found cases of these. Now, Mike wants to drink them. I said, no, we can't drink them. But I found cases of the original Total Package energy drink. Now, Total Package Energy is a black-owned business we've been promoting for over 10 years. They're out of the Bay, FDA approved, black-owned. Listen, I still use their newer product, but so many people have been asking for this. I found cases of the original. Do you want one of these? You do want one of these. I'm telling you.
It's only 2024.
It's no, it's a year now.
It's a year old.
It's November 2024. We're in November 2025, bro.
Sorry, I'll be there to get
You cannot, I cannot let you drink this. They were already super powerful when they were fresh. I don't know what, man, don't do this. Don't do this.
And how long does it take before it actually goes? I mean,
When they was
what's
fresh.
the shelf life on that? When
The
did you get
shelf
it?
life is right there, 11/24. That's why I'm trying to prevent my brother from drinking this. I literally got like 5 or 6 cases of this.
Oh my God, that's torturous.
And they used to work like, boop, you out of here.
I bet you they still work.
I bet you they do too. I just don't.
You gonna find out?
No, I'm not gonna find. I'm not gonna find out. No, I'm not gonna find
But
out.
how long did you have them though? Like, I guess you just found them
Man, my
and they
daughter
expired a
called
year
me.
ago. But
My daughter called me and she was like, "Hey, man, I need your help moving some stuff." And then we was moving things, and I found cases of these.
yeah,
So
Let's
let's
just
see.
say they haven't remade that product since mid-COVID.
okay. Give me an idea how
Yeah,
old
there you
how
go.
old those bottles are.
Enriched with vitamins, natural ingredients, and amino acids.
Vitamins don't spoil.
Stop, man. Hey, anyway, Total Package Energy, black-owned business up in the Bay Area. You can go to their website right now. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. You're not going to get these. That's the new packet. That's what you're going to get. What's behind me is the new packet. You're going to get those. They have B vitamins. They have the energy shot. They got vitamin C, and they also have pea protein for shakes if you're working out. Black-owned business. They ship all over the country. Support, support, support. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Also, my He Is Risen or Lazarus brothers. All packages are going out this Wednesday. Oh, Andre is in here. We haven't hipped Andre to what the Lazarus pill is.
Nah, I'm not familiar.
Man. So
The Lazarus pill? So it's raising people from the dead type? Talk to me about this, bro. What are you selling in here?
I
dog?
know it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I know it sounds insane.
And this is some Dr. CB?
No, that's Dr.
no.
Russell.
Dr. Russell? Okay, all right, my bad.
Dr. Russell Herbal. But let me just say, he's like a Dr. Sabi.
Okay.
He and his nephew formulated, he told me, he says, "Oh, I got like 30 different blends of this." And they, like a couple of years ago, it's been a couple of years now. A couple of years ago, they said, we're going to put together a special blend for the ZoWhat Show listeners.
Okay.
And when I tell you, it transformed me overnight into Nino Brown.
What does this pill do?
Lazarus.
Yes. And it's all natural.
All natural, no headaches. You know the liquor store pill?
Yeah.
You get that and be buzzing, no stop. Listen, none of that.
Yes, sir. And how long do it take to kick in?
Moments. What's crazy about Dr. Russell was like, hey, man, put this in your mouth. Don't swallow it immediately. He said, drink some orange juice, swish it around, 30 seconds, swallow it.
And you're ready to go.
And then in the next maybe 20 minutes.
Where do you find these pills at? You gotta let people know where you gotta find these pills.
They go to
People
my
want these
website
pills.
to get them. When I tell you, Dre, Lazarus.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need some testimonies.
And it's, listen.
We need some testimonials.
Oh, man, they in there. The testimonials are in there. Those brothers will tell you they keep buying them. I keep selling them. They will tell
That's
you,
good
man.
stuff, man.
It's a real situation. Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. Support if you want to get your Lazarus.
Get your Lazarus on.
Get your Lazarus hookup on.
Some people don't want to testify because they want to have the competition over you.
I can see that.
Man.
I can see that.
When I tell you, no Blue Chew, no Viagra, Triagra, none of that.
But ain't nobody talking about it because they don't want the competition. I hear what Mike's saying. Though.
Yeah.
This need to be my secret right here.
I'm
This
trying
is
to tell you, it can't be, man. People be, it's embarrassing. I'll be at the cigar lounge and brother be like, I'm smoking a cigar. Man, I'm telling you, it's fire. So that is Russell Harrison. He has a website called RussellHerbals.com. He lost his home in the fires in Altadena, lost everything, but he's rebuilding. I think he's now back in the San Pedro area, but he had been in the Altadena area for years. I would roll by the crib, pick up the pills. The whole house was like a garden, a greenhouse. So they were literally making these things by hand.
and they working.
Man, listen.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Shout out to folks in Altadena too, man.
Come on, man. You already know what it is. Compton and Altadena together. Now you know you in trouble.
Yeah.
Come on. So, Russell Herbals, please support. Total Package Energy, please support. He is risen. Lazarus,
He is risen.
please support.
I love it. I love it.
He said, I love it, right?
it.
Please support. Hit the like button. Hit the super chat. Hit the Cash App. Let's support. Who do we have here? Chakra Guru 83. Thank you, good brother. Now, let's get right to it. I have a special guest in the building. I want to see y'all judge the book by the cover.
That's right.
I want to see him put, throw that little judgment out there, but I ain't going to let him. Andre Spicer. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This brother is a councilman for the illustrious city of Compton.
Second district, man.
Come on.
Yeah,
the homies
brother.
would say Bompton.
Yeah, yes, they would. Some would. Some would.
Some
man.
would. I'm from Pasadena, north of there.
Okay.
But hey, man.
That's our brother, sister city, if you will.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's all love. It's all family. Talk to us about this city councilman situation and the mayoral pursuit that you're on right now. Talk to me, good brother.
Yeah, man. Well, I just appreciate you for having me on the show, man.
Oh,
Give me the
absolutely.
opportunity to be on
Absolutely,
your platform, bro. I've been a council person for about 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And even how I got into that has been a little wild and bizarre because I never had any intentions in being in politics at all. I just saw that the effect that politics is having on my community.
Right.
So I figured maybe it's time for that community to play a part in politics.
Right.
And then that's kind of how it all started, got started. And just a little history on it, man. When I ran for office in 2021, results came back. They said I lost by one vote, like one single vote.
Really?
And yeah, and then just so happened, a lady gave us a call out of the blue and said, "Hey man, I committed voter fraud. This is how I did it. This is where I did it. This is who else did it. This is how it happened." And she was like, "If you can find the evidence, I'll testify to it." And we did a recount, found what she was talking about. About 3 weeks later, the DA's office indicted the incumbent and 5 other people. And I had to do like a whole civil case.
Really?
Yeah, I had to do a whole civil case, man. And it took about 365 days to the day of the election to actually get the seat that I actually won originally. I mean, it has murder tied to it and everything, bro. It was a wild story.
And you took it from the incumbent
Yes.
on fraud.
Yes, on voter fraud, man.
Wow.
Proving it in court. You know, people talk about it, but not many people actually show it. And so for me, it was like, all right, now I'm here. We got to get to work.
Yeah.
And one of my platforms was public safety. And so I was thinking, all right, well, I want to start addressing our public safety issues, but from a standpoint to where we're not taking people to jail. We're not over-policing our community, because we already know that doesn't really work for us.
That doesn't work. Yeah.
And so I just wanted to do things that was kind of level the playing field out, if you will. And so we started doing a lot of expungement clinics, helping people get expunged from their records.
Yeah.
So we got about 600 and some odd people expunged from their misdemeanors and felonies. In that, about 250 were employed, and about 140 of them have been housed in those programs. You know, then there was other programs that we brought to the city that just kind of helps out the everyday person.
Right. So before we move forward, tell me what the ramifications of not having those charges expunged from your record. Tell me what the ramifications of, because they need to understand why that's important, why you started, expungement, movements for the community.
Well, let's start off with this. First, people aren't committing crimes because they're bored. People typically commit crimes because they lack something. There's something missing.
There's an impediment, a social impediment of some type.
Some type.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, when you have a community that's been over-policed, some people tend to get records, undeserving records, right? They get put in situations where they end up taking deals or whatnot. And now they got misdemeanors, they got felonies. So now when they want to get employment, it's a little more difficult to get employment because now you got this rap sheet. So we're talking about people are not having access to employment opportunities, which they can't feed their family. So they typically go back to doing whatever they can do to make sure they're putting food on their plate.
Right. Let's get some of this off your jacket.
And then on top of that, I didn't know that some people couldn't even get housed. They can't even get apartments if you got a misdemeanor or a felony.
Right.
So you can't even get housing, adequate housing if you have a misdemeanor or a felony. So how can you expect people to get on their feet if you can't even, if you can't they can't get a job, they can't get housed? What are you expecting those people to do? So it's going to be a repetitive cycle of doing something to put some food on your plate, getting back and, going back through this whole system again.
Right.
So for me, I was like, we have to address their concern.
Right.
Like, you got to be able to heal the hood before you can change it.
Talk to me, man. I'm listening.
Like,
all ears.
And so, and that was one of the biggest things that we did. But with that, we also add a level of mental health awareness and to the program, because, bro, we as Black and brown people, we don't communicate. We don't talk about our issues. We just deal. We'll smoke it away. We'll drink it away. We're gonna self-medicate, and we just kind of get through whatever that situation is, but we never deal with it. And it's been generations of that. So your grandfather did it, and he passed on that trauma to your dad. Your dad did it, passed on that trauma to you. You doing it, he passed that trauma on to your child. I can't even sit in a room with my back to the door, and I ain't even had that experience. But because of the inherited trauma, I'm not comfortable sitting in the room with my back to the door. And I think most men will probably say that.
Come on, yeah.
But
we face the door.
Yeah, we have to. But I think that's inherited trauma to me.
I could smoke a bag of that if I smoked.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but what's interesting about what you're saying is you see the incongruence in our society right now. We have a sitting president who's a 34-time felon, but none of that stopped him from climbing to the highest seat in the world. But then you come around and say, okay, I got this seat now because the incumbent who had it before me was corrupt, They cheated on the voting.
Right.
So now that I got the seat, let me go do something for the community. Number one, let's clean the record.
Just start there.
Number two, let's deal with the mental health issue of just living in a toxic society. Trauma-based, drug-based, whatever happened,
Right.
let's get the mental health part on deck. And he doesn't have your vote because why?
Man, listen. I don't see how, bro. I don't see how. And the community has been very supportive. Very supportive. So even when I lost by that one vote, or when they said I lost, I was like, man, it's no way. It's no way. So with the voter fraud, we also have bribery in that. So I'm like, yo, it's a lot going on in this space. But I've been a person of my word. I've been a man of the community. I think my community knows where I stand and how I stand up and fight for them on a daily basis.
Right.
So yeah, I'm grateful now that I'm in a position to where I can start implementing these ideas and these plans and these views.
Right. So let me ask you this: if you become mayor,
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna put that out in the universe, when
I become mayor,
when you become mayor of Compton, what's your first agenda? What's on the agenda? What do you want to attack first? What needs your help the most in that city?
So there's a few things that we have to address from a public safety standpoint. We've had to deal with street takeovers. We've had to deal with human trafficking, and obviously gang violence. Those are like the main things, right? As it relates to our public safety. As it relates to economic development, it's making sure our infrastructure is solid. Our building and safety department is on point. Our inspectors are on point. Just making sure our infrastructure is right, because we can't build, we can't grow if we don't have the proper infrastructure. So we're addressing all those issues now. That's what we've been addressing over the last few years. My goal for Compton is to be a destination location. I want it to be a tourist space. You know, a lot of people come to Compton, and they want to see Compton, but there's not much to see in Compton.
Right.
Right. And I'd like to take the time to highlight our history. You know, we need a Compton Walk of Fame.
For sure.
We've had so many people come through the city of Compton that has made
question.
significant impacts on the world.
Yeah.
That we need to celebrate.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not just in sports or music. I mean, that's in politics. That's in the arts. That's in movies. It's all the way through. Like we're touching everything. And even for our local heroes, I'd love to see some of our local. Our successful residents come back and give back to the city and open up their businesses. And let's get a comedy club from Anthony Anderson. Let's get let's have Ava DuVernay come back and do a movie theater. Let's have these things in Compton. Now it makes it a destination location.
Right. And her Somerville should be in Compton.
It should be in Compton
instead of Inglewood.
Listen, check this out. It should be though.
It should be in Compton. But no disrespect.
We have to be ready for it.
Yeah, but you gotta have it ready.
Gotta be ready for it. I don't want to bring these opportunities and say, hey, let's do this over here, and my house is not together.
And it's not ready.
I gotta make sure my house is together before I invite company over.
Right.
You know, so.
Right. Now let's talk about SNAP, real quick.
Sure.
I think people don't understand, when a federal judge does something, it counts for the entire United States. The federal courts supersede the appellate courts, the state courts.
Yep.
All that stuff is under the feds. When the feds say, hey man, knock it off. You got to disperse that money, knock it off, because millions of people have food insecurity because we're in a government shutdown, which usually is about what?
Money.
It's
Politics
budgeting.
and money, bro.
It's money.
Politics and money.
Okay. How is California being impacted, being one of the largest states in America? And then when you look at Southern California, what are we, 27 million people here? 30 million, something crazy. How are we being impacted by this right here?
I think we have so many people living below the poverty level.
Yeah.
In terms of, the medium income is just not high enough. And we know that everything is more expensive than it was yesterday. Everything.
By far.
So by them cutting off SNAP benefits, to me, it's egregious. It's because we have the money. The money is there.
Yeah.
We have billions in reserve
Yeah.
for this specifically.
Yeah.
So why we're not using it, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But this politic thing is, it's more about control.
And there's more white folk on Snap than there are black folk.
Absolutely.
But they paint the Snap face as black and brown.
That's always been the case, though.
Right.
And it's always been the case.
Yes.
Like on both ends. Like
Yeah.
we've always been the
Welfare,
minority
all
in
of
that.
Yeah.
But we are the poster child for it.
Right.
So yeah, man. And what I do like though that California is doing in like a lot of nonprofits in LA area, I've seen them all step up. I've seen a lot of nonprofits step up and do a lot of food drives and getting with these food banks and making sure that the community is fed, irregardless to what the government is doing. So I love that we can step up for our own people.
Yeah.
I think that means a lot.
That's big.
That's huge. Now we have to keep doing it. I saw a lot of things happening over the weekend where people were doing a lot of food distributions. And I applaud that. We need that.
I think Pastor Jamal Bryant is saying, don't bring offerings, bring food. So he can use the church to disperse food. But let me tell you something. Now, this might hurt. But we live in a society that gets fatigued from doing good.
Okay.
I know it's hard, but this society is so toxic and so selfish and so narcissistic that yes, we can do good for a time.
Right.
The piece you just mentioned, the sustained good. Oh, at some point you're gonna have to get up and get out and figure it.
I think that's where we're at though. Like we're like this. It's cool to help out, but the reason why I think people get tired of helping out is because there's not a fix. I'm not teaching you how to fish. I'm feeding you fish.
I'm feeding you. Keep going.
And as long as we keep feeding people, it's gonna weigh on us.
Right.
Because we're all struggling. We all going through it.
Right.
So we have to figure out how do we build the community as a whole. We have to build each other. We're not building each other. We're like, yo, let me just give them this Band-Aid. Let me give them this can of beans. Let me give them this free turkey. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to go and get your own turkey.
Right.
Not that, and I don't think it's bad to need help. I don't think, I'm not trying to shame anybody in that. But I'm saying, how long do we stay there? Let's figure out how I don't have to give out turkeys all the time.
Right.
Let's build this
I
community.
can give out information, and then you can, apply what I said, and then you can change the trajectory of your life.
That's how to me, that's building up the community.
Yeah. But there will be some people.
It always will be.
Yeah.
It always will be.
They're just going to have to take care of them. So when we look at the homeless population here in Southern California, it's the number one homeless or houseless population in the United States.
Right.
And the majority of those who are houseless so happen to be who?
Well, you have the drug abuse and you have the mental health. I don't know which one.
By race.
Ooh.
Black men.
Yes. Okay. Then yes.
So what we own, how are we going to fix that? Is it Compton mayor's responsibility? The mayor of Compton, is it his responsibility to come up with a suitable plan, at least for Compton, that maybe can be mirrored out into other cities?
That's funny you say that, Zoe, because I have a couple ideas that I want to implement. But I think first when we deal with homelessness, we have to address homelessness by populations and demographics, right?
Talk to me.
Some people, like when you asked me originally, I said, well, I don't know if it's the mental health or if it's the drug abuse.
Right.
But those are two different demographics in homelessness that needs two different types of resources.
Two different types of services. Yeah.
You have the ones that have been released from jail, the reentry folks. You have the abused women. You have the families that just missed a paycheck that are living in their cars.
Right.
You have foster youth that turned out of foster care and no longer have nowhere to go.
Right.
So all of these are different demographics. So you can't say let's address homelessness because everybody has a different need.
Right.
Now, what I see the issue is, I see what's happening now is I have funds and I can put you in a home, or I can put you in an apartment, or I can put you in a shelter for X amount of days, but they don't address the need, the issue.
Yeah.
So
they do that in Pasadena too.
when that year is up, when that 2 years is up, that
3
person,
weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is,
they back to
you back on
square
the street.
one.
Yep.
And we have that issue because we're not addressing the source of the problem.
Right.
So and the resources are there. They might not be as plentiful with the mental health issues, but there's a lot of resources out there. We're just not applying them.
Right.
We don't know about them.
I think wasn't it at a point, I don't know if it was Mayor Tom Bradley or late 80s, somewhere around there, where we just shut down all of the mental health hospitals and let...
I think that was like in the 80s, right?
And just pushed out all of the mentally challenged folk onto the streets. And that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing now.
Now, and then you add drugs to that.
Oh, man.
So like, and now you got other different demographics. Like you said, you got people that just missed the paycheck and they just couldn't make the rent.
Yeah.
So now they're on the street. You got the foster youth that's now on the street. So
termed out. Yeah.
It's a lot of these different demographics. If we're going to address homelessness, we have to address each demographic and bring those resources to fix the issue, not just put them in housing.
Right.
I can't put someone with mental health issues in a house or an apartment and don't expect them to dig a hole through the kitchen floor to keep themselves warm by setting a fire.
Right.
Like
you're not addressing the issue.
That's not the issue.
Right.
Now you done burnt up the whole block because you put somebody that wasn't mentally ready to be in a home. And now they done burnt the whole block up. So
tough.
Yeah, I do have a couple ideas that I want to implement in Compton. Foster youth is probably my soft spot for homeless. I see a lot of young people out here that's just out on the street. And for me, if you can address them, because they're young, right?
Yeah, you're addressing the future. If you get them, you're addressing the future.
And I think there's a space to where you can have a public-private partnership.
Yeah.
Where the community can also be involved in this.
Right.
Because people want shelters, they just don't want them in their backyard. Like, don't put it next to me. Put
right.
it by Zoe.
Right.
It's cool over there.
Over there.
But not over here.
Right.
But if you can make that an investment opportunity for your constituents,
yeah,
you've changed the dynamics of how we look at it.
Right.
And I have some ideas that I think will work out perfectly, not just in Compton, but in urban communities across the nation.
Yeah, it's like a village safety net.
Have to be. You have to care about your people.
Pouring back into those kids that have been pushed out. They probably already have abandonment issues because they timed out, and that their life is, defined as orphan or foster kid. So, if the community could rally around those kids and probably uncover a hidden talent, right? Just by supporting them. Man, do you think they would be indebted to the city?
Absolutely.
Do you think they would want to build their city up because their city snatched them from the jaws of defeat? I think that is the way you move forward progressively, in cities like Compton.
Right.
Fortunate for Compton, Compton is still, has a good percentage of the population that is still black. Pasadena was 47% black. In the 90s, it's now 7% black.
Okay.
Altadena was 83% black. It's now burnt to the ground. All of Altadena, basically.
Bro, I've been out there. I've seen it.
It's crazy. So a lot of people don't even know about our black communities. A lot of people come out here from somewhere else and they define out here for us.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
You be like, wait a minute, you're not even from here.
And you know what? And let me backtrack a little bit because you're talking about Altadena. I think it's important to highlight this because when the fires was happening in Altadena, I was trying to figure out what can we do to help those people out because I felt like those are our cousins.
Yes.
Those are our brothers, those are our uncles. I knew a lot of people that was dealing with it. Yeah. And so I got with Pastor Fisher, or Bishop Fisher now, in Compton, and we raised a few dollars. And we
remember Fisher?
Yeah, man. We were able to house 50 families from Altadena in Compton at the hotel for like 3 weeks and provide them with housing opportunities, job resources, and all kind of different resources while they were going through that.
Nice.
But I think that communities need to do that more often because it shows the humanity and like, yo, I care about what they're dealing with over there. just because it's down the freeway don't mean I'm not affected.
Right.
Just because it's over there don't mean those aren't my people.
Absolutely.
So so I just wanted to touch on that because you
No,
brought
that's
it
a
up.
good point, because I was gonna dovetail it back into this thought. Every city in Southern California has a rich history with black folk. Every one of them. Pasadena's got his.
Compton definitely.
Compton got his. It got its rich history. Watts.
Yeah.
Inglewood.
You know, I didn't know Compton had so much firsts.
Yeah.
Compton has the first African American mayor this side of the Mississippi.
See?
We had the first black police chief. We had the first black police chief.
Come on, man, give us that history.
We got the first black superintendent. Bro, we got a lot of firsts in Compton, man. And I learned this in a documentary that Clee Sloan, you might know him as Bone. He's doing a documentary in Compton, and it gave me a chance to learn so much about my city.
Yeah, I heard about this. This is good.
Yeah, so I picked all this stuff up. So when you're like, yeah, we got some rich history. I can speak to
Definitely.
Compton's history. I can't speak to everybody.
And I'm just saying, specific to Compton.
Yeah.
Specific to Pasadena, specific to Inglewood. Like, each of these cities has its own kind of, I'd like to call it cultural gumbo. Each one of them. And, you know, when folks come out here, they just see the beach, or, you know, y'all going to Venice? Most people from here, we don't even go to the beach.
No.
Like,
No, we don't.
You know what I mean? So it's a whole different thing that a lot of people have a difficult time wrapping their head around. I think mainly because Southern California is so large. You can't just come from somewhere else and get the gist of it in a weekend or in a week. It's just so, you'd have to go all over the place and spend some time there to kind of get an understanding of how different each little area is.
And we probably should have those conversations more too, because it also brings a level of pride
Oh, absolutely.
to those cities when they know about their own history, or when they know something about it.
Absolutely. Like, it's this one old man on TikTok. He going viral. He going nuts right now.
Yeah.
And he's the one with the little oxtails, and he grabs the oxtail and the bone falls off of it, and he jumps up and walks away. And I was like, where is he?
That sounds like a good oxtail, man.
Yeah, and, you know, I said, where is he? And then I heard him say it, and then my daughter was like, oh, he's in Temecula. And I'm like, see, if you're not from here, you don't know that that's in West Hell. Like, that's so far away from all of this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, he's in Temecula. That's damn near San Diego or something.
Damn near.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's so large, it's so vast out here, and I think we get misunderstood by people who are coming here to get their chance. They don't understand the cost of living here is crazy. They don't understand that. The whole let's get 6 roommates is not gonna work here. It's just not gonna work here. Right?
Hey, it should be able to work though.
It should, but no.
Okay. I
Because
agree
all
with you.
one dude got to do is lose that dishwashing job or whatever it is. It's over.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
So it's not that kind of place. And I'm not saying it's the best place to live, but it's expensive. Right? So you got to have a plan if you come here. And
It's not the place to come out and just hang out.
right. And if you own some entertainment business, please understand you probably got a better shot as a black entertainer in Atlanta.
You're
I'm
probably
sorry.
right about that.
I've been in the music industry, entertainment industry for over 30 years. I know what it is.
It's tough. It's tough out in LA.
It is. It's not an easy place to come.
Because, and it's funny that you say Atlanta, because I feel like Atlanta's a little more unified. Like, there's a little more support
Yeah.
for people. Like, here, we in competition.
Yeah.
Everybody's in competition.
Oh, well, you know Gavin Newsom just signed that bill for Hollywood,
Which one is that?
which might hurt Atlanta. Well, it's definitely going to hurt Atlanta.
Talk to me about it.
Gavin Newsom just signed a bill. I think it was last year, and then they re-upped the bill.
Okay.
So anybody that's creatives, film companies, all of that, it's an incentive to stay in California. It's like $750 million incentive to put your production company here. You get tax breaks and cuts by staying in California.
Okay.
Oh, he
All right.
he done stepped up the pressure on Atlanta because I listen, man. I work with Jamie Foxx. I work with all kind of folks. You know, the late great Quincy Jones, Kool Moe Dee. Everybody exhibit. I've been with everybody.
Okay.
And man, they'll tell you. You come out here, if you don't know nobody, if you're not connected, if you don't have a situation in place,
Don't come out here. Don't come out here, bro.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. One of Jamie Foxx's homeboys told me, he said, Zo, did you know only 2% of all actors and actresses that are black are working at any given time?
2%?
Here? He said 98% of everybody is waiting tables, side jobbing. Only 2% are working. So then
rough,
I started seeing friends like Rodney Perry move out of LA, go to Atlanta. Terry Vaughn, get up out the West Coast, go to Atlanta. Why? Because there's job opportunities there for our content.
And the cost of living is a little.
And the cost of living is lower. So it's like, oh, my dollar stretch a little longer. I got more job opportunities. I'm going to go down there. But that was 4, 5, 6 years ago.
So this new bill.
This new bill is on deck, and they're about to change the game.
Well, I want to see that because we can use some of that in Compton too.
That's what I'm
You feel
saying.
me? I'm hearing that. I'm like, oh, we need some production in Compton.
Man.
Let's get us a production studio.
Can we pull my brother's website up? Because I really want everybody to go to his website. Do you have like a little email where people can leave their email and contact? Listen.
Yeah, we have a contact me page on the website.
Like the brother was saying throughout this interview, man, this is about connecting on a unified level, regardless of the fact that he's in Compton.
Yeah.
Resources can come from all over the country.
All over the place, bro.
You understand? Yeah. These are the type of folk we need to support. I hate us getting on the bandwagon. I support him before he does something great. Yeah. Be a part of what he's about to do before it happens. Then you can sit back. That's right. They got it in the chat right there. Yeah. Andre Spicer for mayor.com. Please support this brother, support this brother, support this brother in all of his endeavors. Now,
I appreciate that, bro.
Can you talk a little bit about your SNAP program, or do you want to wait?
So, and this is something that we're putting together now. This is something that we brainstormed this idea. We obviously know there's some food insecurities and SNAP benefits have been cut. And I've watched everyone put their events together over the weekend. I'm thinking we need something in the middle of the month. Yeah. To kind of bridge these people through the rest of the month, getting through the holidays. So right now we're working with a couple food banks to try to, get some significant turnout, and we'll be organizing it in Compton. I don't want to give too much details because I don't want to, I just don't want to put too much out. But we're working on something now so it'll be ready in the next 2 weeks.
Don't give up no details. I'll wait.
It's tough.
I'll wait.
I didn't realize even some of these food banks have been. Their funds have been cut.
Yes.
Their programs have been sliced.
Yeah.
So even these food programs is having a huge issue with the SNAP issue.
Come on, man.
The SNAP issue is a big thing.
We living in a weird time. People don't know about gerrymandering. This is the last thing I'm going to say. And I'm sure you understand what gerrymandering is.
Yeah.
As a politician, you know what this is. It's not technically illegal, but you can't just redistrict spaces just because you want to. There is a protocol that you must follow to the letter in order to reshape districts so you can grab those seats. California has something called Prop 50 that's supposed to circumvent what's being set up as a battle between California and Texas as the two states with the most electoral college votes. Now, typically it's been California, But every now and again, we'll lose an electoral college vote. How? Because of redistricting. Can you talk to them about what's really going on behind it? It's a mess happening.
Yeah.
And we just not connected. That's why at a local level, we got to support brothers like this. Go ahead, Dre.
So now, as I understand it, some states can redistrict without putting it up to a vote.
See?
And not every state has that is
those protections.
Those protections.
Right.
In California, we have those protections. So we put it on the ballot, Prop 50, Measure 50, to redistrict to combat what they're doing in Texas. So now what they're doing in Texas, they're dividing up they're reshaping the districts so they can get more Republican seats.
So they can keep control of the House and the Senate.
I think ultimately it's so they can get Trump in for a third term. I think that's the long-term goal, I think, in this. But Gavin Newsom being strategic about it, it's like, hey, we're going to put a proposition on the ballot, and I'm not going to, for him, I'm not going to make this happen because I want it to happen because I'm the governor.
We still got to vote for it.
We're going to vote for it. I'll put it in your hands.
Right.
I want you to know what we're dealing with, though.
Right.
And so now if we're talking about redistricting so that we can make sure that we're balancing it out. We want to have some more democratic seats.
A democratic process to gain those seats.
We have to.
Right.
We have to.
So you're telling me the other side don't mind hacking the Democratic mainframe, kind of cheating.
Clearly they don't.
Clearly
they don't. Clearly they don't. And they're going to cut whatever corners that they can to make sure they try to to get the power.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing, I love what Gavin Newsom is doing because he's saying, hey, you guys, it's up to you. Here's a plan. Here's the plan. Mm-hmm. This is how it's going to benefit us. But it's up to you. Mm-hmm. Where in Texas and I feel like other states are about to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh no, we're going to divide this thing up so that we can get it the way we want it. So everyone's cutting out the democratic process. A lot of states are going to look at this. This is going to be an issue we're going to deal with probably for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
It's not going to just be California and Texas. There's going to be other states that are going to jump into this.
Absolutely.
And, bro, I registered Democrat, mm-hmm. right? But I don't always agree with everything that we do.
No.
I don't disagree with everything that they do.
Right.
I think sometimes there's some middle ground in there where we can just have this conversation and say,
right.
Look,
bipartisanship.
We have to.
You got to have it. That's balance, right?
Got to be able to be balanced in
right.
this. So, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, this was great, brother.
I appreciate the time, family.
No,
I really do.
No. Man, the pleasure is all mine. My god sister called. I said, the brother got to come on. We got to promote this, man.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Everybody who is listening to this show, that's Andre Spicer. He's running for mayor.
Yeah.
In the illustrious city of Compton. One of the amazing cities in Southern California.
Yes, sir.
And let me just say, man, it is my honor, my pleasure to have you here to talk to you. Brother, whenever you want to come back and promote whatever it is you're doing, you got the green light with me.
I absolutely appreciate that, bro. And I think before I go, I do want to say that the importance of civic engagement.
Yeah.
Because I don't think...
At least locally.
Locally.
For sure.
Oh, my God. It's so important locally.
Locally, yeah.
Every Tuesday, I make a decision that affects the city.
Yeah.
As a council person, we have a council meeting on Tuesdays. We're voting every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I make a decision that affects my constituents.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
So when you're voting for people, these are the people that you're putting in place to make decisions on your behalf every week.
Right.
And I'll give you stats in Compton. We have 93,000 residents. We have 54,000 registered voters. Of those 54,000 registered voters, the average voter is 66 years old, but the average age is 34. So statistically speaking, young people do not engage. But we're the most affected because we're going to be around the longest. And so the people that are making decisions typically are,
they got a few more years, is what you said.
They have a few more years.
They got a few more years.
we have to deal with everything.
Right.
And we're not taking advantage and we're not taking the responsibility of civic engagement.
Right.
And I just encourage our folks to be a little more civically engaged.
Yeah.
I do things to try to lighten the load on my community, but also do some controversial things.
You have to.
we've shut down some dispensaries in Compton.
Oh.
Illegal dispensaries.
Really?
Yeah, there was a huge illegal dispensary issue in Compton. We organized to shut down illegal dispensaries. Since then, we've been awarded $144 million as a city of Compton. However, my demographic had an issue with that because it's like, bro, what are you doing shutting down the weed spots?
You shutting down the spizz
You shutting down the spots. But I go back to y'all. It was on the ballot twice.
Yeah.
And we didn't vote for it. I don't care what y'all do in terms of marijuana.
If you want it,
Vote
for it.
Vote for it.
At least locally.
That's all I'm saying.
And then we good.
So don't look to cuss me out. Look to bubble in the circle on those ballots when they come out, because that's really where your voice is amplified. So I always give that example, man, because that's usually my people like, yo, bro, what happened with the
man? You should have voted.
You should have voted for it, man.
Hey, Mike, can you put up that Ray J video real quick? Brother, I just want to say again, man, thank you.
Thank you,
I
bro.
appreciate you, man. And like I said, any time you need to come back through here, let me know. We'll promote it. We'll push it, whatever you got going. All right?
Thank you, sir.
Especially when you run for mayor again, definitely. I could bring you on here, bring you on KBLA. We could do it. All right?
Absolutely, bro. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, good brother. Andre Spicer, y'all know what it is. Play that video for me, man.
If y'all motherfuckers want a story,
You can take us off. Yeah.
I can give you stories. Here's how algorithms work.
That's what I said.
Here's how algorithms work. I got 9 platforms. The worse it gets, the better it gets for us, impression-wise, algorithm-wise, profit-wise, everything. So the worse I get, the more money I can make. For free, I don't have to pay anybody for an ad. All I gotta do is fucking crash. All I gotta do is be going downward. Fucking up, losing your career, frustrated, you're going down. And they'll post you every fucking day. That's why you see me being posted every day. You don't see me being posted with the stuff we do downtown for Skid Row, or you don't see me with all the humanitarian stuff we do for our Norwood Kids Foundation. None of that shit. Because you have to pay for that. So I found another way. If y'all motherfuckers want a story, I can give you stories. Here's how algorithms work.
That's what I said.
Here's how algorithms work. I got 9 platforms. The worse it gets, the better it gets for us, impression-wise, algorithm-wise, profit-wise, everything. So the worse I get, the more money I can make. For free, I don't have to pay anybody for an ad. All I gotta do is fucking crash. All I gotta do is be going downward. Fucking up, losing your career, frustrated, you're going down. And they'll post you every fucking day. That's why you see me being posted every day. You don't see me being posted with the stuff we do downtown for Skid Row, or you don't see me with all the humanitarian stuff we do for our Norwood Kids Foundation. None of that shit. Because you have to pay for that. So I found another way. If y'all motherfuckers want a story, I can give you stories. Here's how algorithms work.
That's what I said.
Here's how algorithms work.
From the ZoWhat Morning Show. Hey, listen. The brother was speaking about something, and I'm going to tie it all the way in, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to be here long. The brother was saying we're basically disinterested in participating. You know, a certain demographic. He said, you know, the older demographic in Compton are participating, but they have the least amount of time. The people who are going to be in situations longer are the younger people, right? That's what he said. But the younger people are not engaged. If you don't get on this show and you see that my numbers are dwindling, not because of anything that we've done, we've been doing the same thing that we've been doing for years, enjoying high, you know, engagement from folk. And now all of a sudden, YouTube don't want to let as many people come in here. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because of what I talk about and how I talk about things. I played this clip, right? I played this clip for a reason. Ray J is on here talking about how the worse my life gets, the more money I make. You've heard me talk about trauma porn. how they got you on a negative feedback loop, whether it's hip hop, whether it's Cam Newton, whoever you like, whatever they on, they got to have some type of crash out energy, some type of negativity, some type of trauma porn has to be integrated. He gave you the formula right there. Jim Jones gave you the formula when Jones said, "Oh, I'm better than Nas," because he knew that would trigger the algorithm and everybody would be talking about him. And from a narcissistic, egoic standpoint, he comes back and says, Nas ain't never been as hot as I made him by saying I'm better than him. He's like, Nas is everywhere right now because I did that. It don't take a genius to know that drama and trauma rules social media. But ain't nobody asking why. Why did they choose trauma? Why they choose drama? Why they choose ratchet content? Why? Why are people like Zoe Williams being suppressed? I've been on 74,000 subscribers for like 4-5 years. I'll lose 60 in a month, then gain the 60 back. Be trolls. Like, what? Why is that the case? Then I come in and say, hey, man, y'all support the channel. Y'all support the black-owned businesses. Y'all support the people I put in front of you. And just like he said, oh, we had to shut down, a dispensary, and the folk in my demographic are mad that we had to shut down the dispensary, but they were the very ones that didn't vote. And if they were to, participate, if they would have participated, they would have still had their spot. Their spot gets shut down because nobody voted on it in their demographic. If their demographic would have voted, they could have saved it. In other words, you can save what you say you respect by participating in it. People say they respect the ZoWhat Show. People say they respect the Voice of Reason show. But week in and week out, you see the numbers dwindling. Not because we've done it. Have we said any curse words or any kind of profanity? So why are the numbers so low? Listen to this show right here. Has anybody cursed today? Did Ray J cuss on the clip? I don't know. But what I do know is they want to shut down your brother's voice. They want to shut down my voice. Because my voice has been ringing in a lot of people's ears for a long time. Let me shout out, let's see, Latarius Brown. You gave me 2 Cash Apps today. Thank you. Lloyd Hinton. Thank you. Superstar Rel Pels. Thank you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Cash Apps. And then the super chats, I think we got 1 or 2. It's listing 1, but I think we got 2. Again, support the brothers' movement. The brother Ray J just gave us the game. Should I get on here, Mike, and start doing hella ratchet content? It might blow up.
But it's a short-term solution, and what are the long-term ramifications?
That's what I'm saying. Apparently, we so addicted to the trauma loop, maybe it's to the point where it's like alcoholism. Alcoholism is a disease, and you can get so addicted to alcohol that your body acclimates to such a degree that if you try to get off, you'll die.
So are you saying if we try to get off the trauma porn, something's going to happen to us?
We'll die.
Wow.
I'm saying like we're inebriated on trauma porn. Ray J just said it. He said, when my life goes to hell, I make more money.
And he seems like he serves that vicious cycle.
He said, I got 9 platforms. That's what he said. Did y'all hear the clip? Let me see what they're saying. Did you guys hear the clip?
But what you do show trauma, but then you try to reconnect it. You do more than try. You do reconnect it to upliftment, empowerment, opportunity.
Well, yeah.
So you get the eyeballs, and then your goal is to redirect it. And
so you got to trick them.
It's almost like, what was it? Bait and switch.
Yeah. Like you see those little clips on YouTube where they had a dog blindfolded and they put the meat by his mouth and then he tries to bite it and then they put the damn vegetable in his mouth. You got to trick us to go higher, to go conscious. Let me be honest. Did y'all feel that brother's spirit?
Absolutely.
Was his spirit right?
I want to hear some more of his plans. His spirit was so right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Was his spirit? That's why I brought him in here.
I want to know what his homeless plan is that can create revenue. I don't know how he put it, but he said it create a way of actually making money and people can feel proud about it. I'm paraphrasing.
Hey, Conscious Crazy said, where's the promotion for the show? You come on once a week with other content creators, make 2 or 3 videos a day. Sir, I'm on every day. I don't come on once a week. I'm on every day. I'm on every day. KBLA at night. We do 2 shows. We broadcast twice today. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. Then again, 7 to 9 p.m. today.
I got a suggestion.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'll create some clips.
Some drama clips?
Clips about the show that we can pass on. Here's what we need. We need help to send it out. So can we find 5 people that if we make a clip?
When you say help sending it out, what do you mean?
Like, okay, I'll send it out. I'll put it out my network. I'll send it to a few people.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But now I want 5 other people to share it with their network and that we can focus on that all the time. What happened if we had 5 people that did that to each other? You send me something, I send it to my network. I send you something, you send it to your network. And we all just kind of like share common themes within our network.
You know what's crazy? Listen, man. There's this real pretty relationship specialist. And somebody sent it to me and was like, yo, man, everybody listening to you. But she's going viral off of some shit she heard me say that I've been saying for 20 years. So she's basically saying, oh, relationships are transactional and it's whole culture. And I've literally been, what was my term? Passive-aggressive prostitution. It's like covert prostitution. It's bartering nurturing. It's bartering empathy. It's bartering caring. And I've been talking about this for over 20 years. They listen to what I say, go back, say it again on their platforms, and then it goes viral. The people that say, oh, we love Zo, we rock with Zo, and I understand, man, we live in tough times. But if we're here trying to change the way things are, the same concept that brother right there is talking about must be applied everywhere. We all got to step in and support in a big way. ZoWhat Morning Show is classical jazz. That's crazy. It's hard it's hard for people to tap in. It's all 12 notes will get put to use here. But Mike, how do they find you so they could share it if your clips that you create?
Okay, just send an email to contact at onestream.tv. We'll send out newsletters of summaries of the show, classics of the show, and then you can share it on your network. Send us your IG, so when we upload something to IG,
Oh, so
we
you'll
can just
tag
click.
everybody.
We just, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So it's about organization. So, and if you actually want to come on the show as a guest, or if you have a platform that you think needs its importance and discussions, send us your email too, and then you can come on the show. We've had like 2 or 3 guests come on just on our Teams network, and you guys seen the production. So
Oh, you feeling yourself, huh? Like, you seen the production?
I'm just trying to promote the highlights.
Hey, let me shout out Chakra Guru. That was our first super chat. The United Way, another masterclass in community service. Thank you. The Untamed Way, not the United Way, the Untamed Way. Thank you for that. I think we got 3 super chats. Timothy Freeman, thank you. Oh no, 4. Prentice Jones, 5. Dr. Naka Rocksteady, thank you. 6. Oh, Chakra Guru again. So we got 6 out of 30. I was trying to get people to get us to 30. It's 229 folks in here right now. If we can get everybody to hit that as I transition to my next topic here. Heavy stuff in the streets. People ask me to talk about this. 34-year-old son of former rap executive Eugene Big U Henley killed in South LA shooting. This hella precarious street violence, gang violence. Again, a lot of, it's got to stop. That's all I got to say. It's got to stop. Cain killed Abel. Somebody black killed Malcolm. It's got to stop. At some point, we just got to, no more.
You want to run that clip?
Yeah, please.
New details on a shooting we first brought you yesterday morning. A man killed in South LA on Halloween night is the son of a former rap executive and alleged former gang leader.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Eugene Henley once managed Nipsey Hussle and is alleged to be the former leader of the Rollin' 60s Crips gang. Police say Jabari was shot and killed near Figueroa and 69th Street after he walked up to a vehicle and someone inside opened fire before driving off. Police say his father's gang ties are a major part of the investigation.
Is that trauma porn for you?
It's just, I mean, it's frustrating to me because, did you see his brother? His brother plays for the Chargers. His brother was on the field crying when he got news that his little brother was murdered. Yeah, yeah. At some point, we got to turn it around, man. And it's not just gangs, right? Because people say, oh, gangs is this, gangs is that. Well, what about the elite blacks, too? They might not do drive-bys. They might do a career buy or an opportunity buy because you're not cut from the right cloth. Yeah, I don't know what to say other than support your local black businesses. Try to build something in your community. I love what the brother Dre was doing. the way he came in, his spirit, what he talked about, what he wants to do. He understands, man, that homeless situation, drug, mental health, having a previous rap sheet, a jacket, everything that he talked about is how you rebuild a community. The only pieces that were missing that I should have asked him about was reparations, because that's a big conversation in the state of California. We're one of the only states that have been pushing legislation to try to get that passed, even though there's still little loopholes and goofiness that's happening. But yeah, I keep trying to tell y'all, man, it's us. It's all we got is us. It's almost like they're not gonna be cool. They're not gonna be cool until, damn, that nigga Zo dead. What happened? They're not gonna be cool until they hear the word like, Zo gone? What happened to Zo? Earl, Dana, Brandon, thank you guys for jumping in. Thank you guys for popping in there. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, like, brother was talking about Compton, and Compton is like Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Like, Oakland is a small town up north, but a lot of great people come out of Oakland. A lot of great black people come out of Oakland, man. Pasadena, small town to the northeast of downtown LA, 15 minutes away. But a lot of great people come out of Pasadena, man. I bet you it's the same in whatever hood you from. Wherever you from, I bet you could say, man, a lot of great people came out of this town. Right? Man, we got a rich history. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of great people came out of this town. Well, what about coming together and working together? And here's the thing. I'd rather work with a politician like that brother right there, than a career politician who's just about maintaining power, holding on to power, getting more power. You understand what I'm saying? I'd rather work with a brother like that who seems to genuinely give a damn about his constituents. Well, that's the Democratic model, right? That's why you have a representative. They represent your interests. But what are your interests? Do you just want to live well like the white man? Or do you want to sweat and toil and build the type of reality you want for yourself? Many people just want the microwave version. The brother was very articulate and on point when he said, yes, I registered as a Democrat, but I don't rock with everything they got to say. And yes, I'm a Democrat, but I also don't disagree with what the other side got to say. Well, if you study economics, when a damn economy is doing its best, it's called equilibrium. Demand, supply, price, everything come together right in the middle. You got equilibrium. Politics calls it bipartisanship, right? What do black people call it for themselves, though? We got examples for economy. We got examples, right, for politics. What do we call it amongst ourselves? Do we have a term for equilibrium? Do we have a term for bipartisanship? What's our term? Y'all will sit here and let YouTube just shut down the whole channel quietly. I'll get on the show and everybody knows the routine. Hey, call in. Niggas will sit there and stare at me. Participate. We the one make this engine go. Let's go. Let's go. And then when you take off 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you disappear. They be like, well, damn, where the hell did Zoe go? We gotta participate on any level, on a relational level, on a political level, on a cultural level, on a social level. We gotta get involved and we gotta stay involved. That's why I asked the brother about being a good person and the fatigue that comes along with it. The reason why fatigue comes along with it is because you live in a selfish, narcissistic, greedy society where you're not taught capacity. That's why the capacity coach, Raquel Hopkins, is blowing up, because she's going after y'all saying, no, y'all weak as hell, and I'm not pathologizing you by saying y'all weak. We just live in a society that didn't teach you capacity. Isn't this crazy? Hey, Mike, I'm going to give you a case, man, when I get downstairs. I'm going to give it to you.
I'm going to take it.
But I'm going to tell you, man, I'm
going to take one and see how it feels.
Don't drink it.
Don't drink it. By the way, you know what you guys were sounding like earlier?
That was that was really great. That conversation was really great.
There was a part where you guys are going back and forth and you're saying, don't do it. And you weren't talking about the drink. Mm-hmm. What were we talking about? And it sounded like that White Lines song.
Oh, you talking about Melly Mel?
Yeah.
White Lines.
You're like, don't do it. Don't ever. Trauma porn. Don't do it. Don't ever come down. Trauma porn. It was funny. But I am going to try. I'm going to take a little half. I'm going to see how I feel. If it doesn't have adverse reactions, I'm going to finish the second half. And after that, and if it still feels normal, I'm going to use that case, because that right there, put it up on the screen.
That
please.
This was that shit.
Yeah, boy. Ooh, we all remember that. Yeah.
This was that bomb. Like,
yeah.
Hey, we out.
Yeah, that was like, what was it, the resurrection pill that you talk about?
Yeah.
That was that for energy.
Yes, for sure. Total package energy.
Man. Woo. Yeah.
Okay, Nigeria, Christian genocide or a crisis of narratives. Apparently, Christians are being killed in Nigeria. What's really crazy is they showed a drone aerial view of the area, and basically nothing but blood in the streets. Viral claims of so-called Christian genocides in Nigeria stirred heated debate as analysts warned that such narratives could undermine fragile peace-building efforts. Now Trump is threatening U.S. military action. In a social media post on October 31st, which was Halloween the other day, U.S. President Donald Trump said Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. The U.S. could deploy troops to Nigeria to carry out airstrikes to stop the alleged targeted killing of Christians in the West African country, he later added. But Nigerian President Bola Tinubu denied the claim, saying the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality. So what's really happening? Is it happening, or are we living in fake news era? Are we living in AI-generated clips? What's actually happening? Social media influencers, public figures, and local and international faith-based organizations are amplifying claims of Christian genocide in Nigeria. They point to the waves of attacks on churches and Christian communities across the central and northern parts of the country. In October, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz wrote on the social media platform X that Nigerian officials are ignoring and enabling the mass murder of Christians by Islamist jihadists. The previous month, Cruz had introduced a bill aimed at sanctioning Nigeria for the persecution of Christians. Is it real or is it Memorex? Is it happening or not? Gail, thank you, Gail. Rashad, thank you, Rashad. Is this actually happening or not? Guess where I'm at? I'm in Inglewood. I have no idea if it's happening or not. I hope it's not. I hope it's not.
We need to bring some people from Nigeria on and have them.
I have a brother. I'm thinking about bringing Jawi Sola on. He is a Babalao in Nigeria. I'm thinking of having him come on to tell me what in fact is happening.
I like that idea.
I think I'll do that. Maybe next Monday, I will bring on Babalao Jawi Sola and ask him. In other news, King Charles strips his brother Andrew of prince titles and evicts him from his royal mansion. This is over the Epstein stuff, but he still gets to live on King Charles' property. So yeah, he'll be known as Andrew Mountbatten, Windsor. He's no longer known as Prince Andrew.
So because he's allegedly
no allegedly. He's tied up in the whole Epstein trafficking young girls, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Remember his wife Fergie was famous for a while? Or
yeah.
Sarah Ferguson?
Yeah.
She got to get out too.
Wow.
But her lodgings are not provided for.
So she's out in the cold.
Get out.
Get out.
Now, they're trying to make it look like it's get out for him, right? Prince Andrew, who is no longer prince, but he gets to stay on his brother King Charles' estate. So no, you no longer have access, okay, to your royal estate, fine. You don't have access to that. But you get to live at your brother's crib, who just so happens to be the King of England. Sounds like not too bad of, somebody said white problems. Oh, well.
The king is on the right, right?
The king is on the right.
Got it.
Yeah. The king is on the right. Well, I want to send out condolences to Big U's son and his surviving brother who plays for the Chargers, man. That's heavy. That's heavy. We don't know what's going on. Somebody reached out to me and said this is foul play to some degree. Something might be happening where they're systematically taking out that guy's, Big U's family. Could be that. Man, there's so many covert stories and missions, and there's all types of stuff going on right now, man. Do y'all know I just be, can y'all feel it? I just be frustrated with the state of the world and my people's lack of urgency. Like, we are focused on things that are, that's just crazy. Crazy to focus on. Somebody told me, well, you got to have fun. That's what somebody told. I was like, would you be thinking about having fun if you were in the ocean and a 35-foot great white, the largest ever recorded on record, right, was right behind you, swimming towards you with his mouth agape, right? Would you be like, yeah, let's think about Magic Mountain? Nah, man, we are living in real critical times, and things are about to change in such a way. And we've been saying this. I know I've been saying it for at least 20 years, that, you know, all of these things are going to trickle down to us because we are at the bottom of the social totem pole, so to speak. So, I'm going to be on KBLA Talk 1580 later on tonight. If you guys want to tune in, hopefully YouTube won't block you. I have, or prevent you from getting notifications. I have an amazing topic. One of your favorites is going to be back in the studio again. I don't want to give it away. But again, if you guys want to support Vanetta, I sent you some money accidentally the other day. I was supposed to be sending it to somebody else, but I sent it to Vanetta Goldberg. I said, as much love as Vanetta Goldberg has sent me, she could keep it. I'm going to be on KBLA tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be amazing. I have an amazing topic. This is a topic that I've really never really done. Maybe I've skirted around it a couple of times, but I've never done this topic. Did I cover everything? Do I have any videos that need to be played? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's play that video.
You want to understand the Sudan situation, you got to ask yourself one question. Where is all the gold? Where is it? Because Sudan pulled literally 80 tons last year. That was over $6 billion in metal. And somehow none of it fed the people digging it. None of it. Almost every legal ounce, 97% of it ended up in one place, Dubai. They'll call it a humanitarian crisis, but the humanitarian corridor conveniently goes straight through a refinery. Straight to a refinery. They'll say the UAE is helping, but the shipments look like aid going in and then look like bullion coming out. They say that we don't sell weapons to warlords, but the same brokers who buy the gold handle the cargo assurance for the guns. Right, the exact same thing. Actually, I'm going to play the whole thing out for you. I'll give you some numbers straightly. 17 tons in 2023 came out of Sudan, right? That was over $1 billion. 2024 was 64 tons. That's a big jump. Maybe 80 tons real. Man, I mean, that's over $6 billion washing through free zones with a 1 to 2% trade margin. Tens of millions of dollars earned for doing nothing but erasing the source. But erasing the source. And no politician, I want you to understand, no politician who loves cameras is allowed to land there. They all know that if they step off that plane that they're walking on blood polished in the stone. So they film charity reels somewhere else, then fly private through logistics meetings that never make the news. And now the blueprint is moving. It's moving. You might have heard something about Nigeria recently. You might have heard about Nigeria. Oh, this is all coming into it. Same design, new headline. They know that Sudan is about to become socially radioactive, so they shift the frame. Nigeria has its own gold corridor. Its own corridor. 1.5 billion in exports last year, mostly to Dubai. Don't question Dubai, though. Don't question Dubai. We can even go region by region. Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto, dig sites turn into battle sites because every time a region finds gold, the guns arrive before the schools. That's what happens. That's what happens. And right as that truth catches fire, you'll hear a new noise from Washington talking about Christian genocide. That's the rebrand. When resource wars get too visible, they become religious wars overnight. That's how it works. That's how it works. Dubai buys silence with spectacle, too. Influencers sell Paradise Weekend, so the algorithm drowns out Darfur and Zamfara with all the flashy lights and people dressed up. Austerity everywhere keeps you scrolling and dreaming of skylines built on someone else's veins. When the West tightens budgets, its corporations dump surplus weapons. And where do they dump them? Where do they dump them? Right? I want you to sit with that because it's in the same loop that Dubai refines. This is not a conspiracy. I want you to know that. It's not a conspiracy. It's accounting. It's accounting. Conflict is profitable. Visibility is currency. And every selfie in front of that headline is free PR for a laundromat that runs on grief. So yes, keep saying free Sudan. Keep saying it. I'm going to say it too. But I want you to ask yourself the question, where did the gold go? Where did the coal go? Where did it go? Right? When you see that next country on fire, watch where its planes land. Because until that question trends, until you start asking yourself, where did the gold go? The wars will never end. They'll never end. They'll just keep getting better lighting.
Yep. Well, this was good. I got a chance to talk to my people. Listen, if you guys want to support the show, the channel, just go to my Cash App. Please go to my Cash App. $ZoWhat Netter. $ZoWhat Netter. I know what I do. You know, I try to help in every way, shape, or form that I can. Mike, you got your commercial is running for another month, right? On KBLA, right?
It sure is.
And people were calling in, right?
Yeah, I'm getting emails.
You getting some emails?
Following up, letting them know that we're doing high fidelity, high quality streaming. We can do remote streaming. Showing examples how I bring people in. We actually did the pilot for, I hate to use other people here, but for Baller Alert. And that was completely remote. All the hosts were in a different state.
Look at that.
And it comes in just like yours comes in. The technology is really good now. It's just a matter of getting it to work properly.
So let me just do this real quick. Sarah is still sick. Mike and I, we talked to her before the show. Or I was talking to her. Mike could hear. All right.
She's not sounding good.
Well, she sounded better than she sounded the last time I heard her.
Yeah.
But maybe that was the first time you heard her in a minute.
Yeah, I've been texting her. I heard that sound for the first time.
Yeah.
And congestion.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's got brain fog, low energy.
Definitely. Low energy for sure.
So those are what I heard during the conversation.
Yeah. She's not good right now. And really, by rights, she should be back in the hospital. But, you know, they got her on some medication or whatever. No, somebody asked in the chat, how is Sarah? And I just wanted to get that brief update. Listen, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please don't forget to tune in to the Voice of Reason on KBLA Talk 1580 later on tonight. Again, if you want to support, I mean, if you thought that this was a meaningful show, a meaningful exchange, you felt like it was valuable, please go to my Cash App, $ZoWhat Netter. I'd appreciate anything you guys can do. And I will see you guys later on tonight. All right? Deuces. Man, I'm going to get you the damn... You might as well come down with me, Mike.
Sure, I am.
Yeah. I'm going to leave those two here so they can serve as my props.
I'll keep them as props.
Yeah.
I'll hide them.
Yeah.
If somebody knows who they are, they